Good day, everyone. My name is Eleven, and my real name is Rod Stewart Pellegrino, and I am, by the way, a proud trans woman. And today I will share my vision of what I will do if I become the president of the Philippines for one day. I know that it is impossible to accomplish all of these goals in just one day. However, these are the ideas that immediately come to my mind whenever I imagine myself serving as the president of our nation, even if only for a single day. If I were given that opportunity, I would lead with the matriarchal style of leadership. We are living in a world that has long been dominated by men. Throughout history, leadership has often been associated by men, and it caused many wars, conflicts, and periods of destructions. So, sa unang panahon, mostly ang leadership yun kay mga lalaki, even in ancient history. And as you see, it always caused war, problem, and etc. Because of this, I believe it is important to recognize that women are also capable of leading and creating positive change. Ladies and gentlemen, it would be inspiring and refreshing to see leadership from different perspectives. Although women have already proven themselves as leaders throughout history, there are still many societies where men continue to dominate positions of power. I believe that women deserve equal opportunities and to lead to show what they can contribute to our nation. In my own perspective, women often demonstrate compassion, emotional intelligence, resilience, and thoughtful decision making. These qualities are valuable in leadership. That is why I want to present my vision through a matriarchal approach. I also believe that we should deeply appreciate and respect women. Women are our creators. They are our creators. Your mother, the woman in our life. We're here because of them. They give life, nurture families, strengthen communities, and help shape future generations. They deserve dignity, respect, and equal opportunities in every aspect of society. We should support leaders not because of their gender, but because of their capability and commitment of serving people. With that vision in mind, these are the changes I would pursue if I become president for one day. So, first off, my first policy is protecting women's reproductive rights and expanding access to safe reproductive health care. The first very policy I would advocate for the press if I become a president is to legalize abortion under a safe, regulated, and medically supervised healthcare system. I know it's very taboo. I believe that one of the major factors contributing to poverty is rapid population. Combined with unplanned pregnancies, many young Filipinos become parents before they are financially and emotionally ready. Every year, there are students who are forced to stop studying because of teenage pregnancy or unexpected pregnancies. As a result, many dreams are put on hold, opportunities disappear, and families continue the cycle of poverty. I firmly believe that if you're a woman, it's your body and your choice. Women are the ones who carry a child for 9 months. They experience physical, emotional, and mental challenges. Women go through menstruation every month, face reproductive health care conditions such as PCOS and other illnesses, and they carry responsibilities that men will never experience physically. Because of this, I believe women should have the freedom to make decisions about their bodies. Pregnancy is a life changing responsibility. It can affect women's education, career, financial future, freedom, and overall. So, di ba, pag once maburos ng babae, meaning to say, they will not only give up their health, their body, but also their financial opportunity and everything. They ma-change sa ila. Meanwhile, sa lalaki wala. So, we should never really judge a person if they want to abort. And I think it's more better. And also, while many partners are supportive, not every woman can be certain that the person who get them pregnant will remain responsible and faithful. For this reason, I support legal access to abortion. My goal is to encourage abortion, but to my goal is not to encourage abortion, but to ensure that every woman has access to medical safe care and professional guidance when facing difficult decisions. Alongside this policy, I would strengthen reproductive health care by providing free reproductive checkups, consultation, family planning, and everything. I understand that many people, especially those with strong religious belief or conservative people, may disagree with this proposal. I respect their opinions because this is deeply personal and moral issue. However, my belief is that when abortion is completely illegal, some women resort to unsafe and unregulated procedures to put their life at risk. So, if we allow medical care or medical regulations, we can reduce preventable injuries or deaths by protecting women's health. Ultimately, my goal is to give women the freedom to make informed decisions about their own bodies. And second is legalizing of divorce. My fellow citizens, I know that legalization of divorce is controversial, especially of deeply religious and conservative people. But let me be clear that this law only apply for those people who needs it, not necessarily for those people who have happy marriages. Every year, thousands of people, mostly women, are trapped in marriage defined by cheating, terror, and severe abuse. Two men are killed not by strangers but by their own spouses. We cannot call ourselves a successful or moral nation while our laws force citizens to stay chained to their abusers. When we legalize divorce, we are not destroying families, we are destroying violence. We are saving children from growing up in homes of terror, protecting their mental health, and giving victims the freedom to rebuild themselves and their lives. True faith teaches compassion, true leadership protects the living. If we cannot let tradition blind us to screams of our people, I will legalize divorce because a country where its citizens are safe and free is a country that truly achieved greatness. And third is eradicating ignorance through education. My fellow Filipinos, my third pillar of my platform touches on another deeply uncomfortable taboo in our country, the legalization of comprehensive sex education. I know that the immediate reaction or response from conservative religious people will say our children are too young, too innocent to this topic, and too sensitive. But I ask you to look at the reality of our streets, our schools, and our online spaces. Ignorance is not protecting our children, it is destroying them. No one wakes up one day and suddenly decides to assault or sexualize another person simply because of how they dress. Sexual deviance and violence are born out of ignorance and toxic, unregulated consumption of online pornography. Because we refuse to teach our youth that the truth about their bodies is clean and scientific classroom. They learn about sex from dirtiest corners of internet. They learn to objectify, to fantasize, and to pray for women. Let me give you an example. Example, think of a surgeon. Surgeon means kanang mo surgery. When a surgeon stands over a naked body, so kung makita sila babaeng naghuhubo, do they look at that body with lust? Or kabastos-bastos ba? Do they sexualize it? Do they fantasize about it? No, why? Because they are educated. They understand the human body scientifically with respect. The taboo has been removed, replaced by the professional respect. That is what I want for young men. I want to eradicate the ignorance that turn women's bodies into objects of cheap fantasy. When we teach young men about anatomy and respect, we strip away dirty curiosity. We teach them that sex is not a tool for exploitation, but a sacred act meant for making love and building families when the time is right. Furthermore, this education is a shield for young women in our culture. It has become tragically normalized for very young girls to date or marry older men. We need to call it out, what is often called grooming, by teaching our daughters about boundaries and healthy relationships. We give them power to recognize predatory behavior and say no to it. We give them the tools to prevent teenage pregnancies, derail their futures, and trap them in poverty. We cannot protect our children by keeping them blindfolded in dangerous world. By legalizing sex education, we are replacing ignorance with insight, loss with respect, and vulnerability with protection. We are raising a generation of men who respect women and a generation of women who know their worth. And last but not least is I will introduce a national study and earn program for college students. I believe this one is the most practical policies I would like to apply because it benefits everybody and all the students and also their family. Many students face difficult choice every day. Should I continue studying for my future or should I work to help feed my family today? Sadly, many young Filipinos are forced to stop their education because they cannot afford tuition, transportation, school supplies, and even their daily expenses. As president, I would create a government supported program that allows college students to study while earning an income through flexible online jobs, internships, freelancing opportunities, government projects, and partnerships with private companies. These jobs should have flexible schedules so that students can continue focusing on their education while earning money at the same time. This program will not only provide financial assistance but also allow students to gain valuable work experience. So, di ba, if makadog ang mga tao na eskwela pa ka plus mga kwarta pa ka, so mas dagan mga bata nga mo eskwela. Kaya mga kwarta man sila, mga tabang sila sa ginikanan. And so that we can building investing to young students will help us to have a nice and good future for our country because at the young age maka-earn sila plus napagid sila profession once mahuman na sila. And that's all. In the long run, this policy will benefit our entire country. A more educated and workful means higher productivity, better employment opportunities, strong business, and a healthier economy. I believe that investing in our students is one of the greatest investments we can make as a nation. When we help young people succeed today, we are also building a strong, more prosperous Philippines for tomorrow. Thank you. That's all.